such a brilliant show. And I mean, it kicked off right after the Super Bowl, if no one knew, and it
Mm.
drew in an amazing audience. And to be able to find its footing at CBS, where I feel like is so good at these type of procedural shows, this kind of like crime drama type of thing.
Oh,
Um, let's start at the very beginning. Was it a very standard process of,
no,
your agent was like, "Hey, I
no,
might have a role for you."
no. It
No.
was so
No.
weird. It was it was so weird. And in general, ever since one, COVID, and two, actor strike,
Ugh,
writer strike,
yeah.
the industry in Hollywood has changed a lot. We're doing so
Hmm.
many self-tapes. We're not doing as many screen tests. Um, it's just, I mean, when you go into it as an actor, going into, moving from Shawnee, Oklahoma to Hollywood, you're like, already, I don't know. I have no fucking idea how this works.
Yeah.
Who knows? No one teaches you. You get a degree in acting at school, and you never learn that shit.
No,
You
yeah.
just learn, how to memorize lines and how to stretch and ha ha ha. Like that's so one, it's already complicated and confusing. But two, then all of a sudden with COVID and strikes, like they made it even more confusing because it's changing
Right.
again. So in my particular scenario, I self-taped for the role. At the time, the role was a possible recurring guest star.
Hmm.
Mm.
And I just had one scene in the pilot or two scenes in the pilot. They were thinking that maybe my character would return maybe a couple more times throughout the season, but she wasn't written in the books nor in the original idea of the show as someone
Mm.
who's there all the time.
Hmm.
And Ken Olin and Justin, they worked on This Is Us for years. They've got great rapport. I met them on the pilot and they were just so awesome.
Yeah.
Um, just, I don't know. I kind of felt like an uncle and a brother.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
just like shoot the shit and I'm like, shut up, you guys. And they're like, shut up, Fiona. And it didn't feel like high stakes. It
Hmm.
felt very comfortable, and that's the weird thing about doing guest stars, on television is that you're getting thrown into a group of people that already know each other.
Right.
You have to bring this confidence as if you are meant to be there, but you're always thinking, "Am I supposed to be here?" So it's an interesting kind of dynamic energetically when you go on set as a guest star, and they really made it to where it felt comfy. So after the pilot, we shot the pilot before we even knew about whether or not we were going to get a full season. Ken reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, we really like your character and your chemistry with Justin. We're trying to move some
Yeah.
stuff around." And then she turned into a series regular.
Hmm.
So it was like, an actor's dream to like get a line and
Yeah.
then let the line stretch you. They bring me back. So that's kind of like it was like a weird, it was hard enough to get the guest star role, but then to like get that stretched into um an actual regular role was like, wow, this is not normal. This is different.